This 21-year-old woman from Birmingham was held against her will and tortured for hours before being shot in the back of the head and left underneath a mattress. So look, according to the reports, the 21-year-old woman was stripped, handcuffed, beaten, spit on, and forced to go down on certain individuals at gunpoint. A detective testified in court that the horrifying ordeal was recorded by some of the 8 suspects who were charged in her murder. There were 5 videos in all. The first video shows the victim outside of one of the suspects' house, being beat and stomped on the ground while the victim repeatedly told them, "Y'all won, just let me go." But instead, they punched her in her head and ripped her shirt off and drug her by her hair to a car where someone can be heard saying, "Pop the trunk and put her in there." The victim was then moved to another location where 4 more videos were recorded. And that's where she can be seen being forced to go down on a female while another person is holding her head, telling her, "You better do it right. You better make sure it feel good. She better like it." And while doing that, a male can be seen pulling her pants down and violating her. Once everything was over, she was then shot in the back of the head at point blank range and taken to an off-site known as Dead Man Road and stuffed underneath a mattress. Listen, if there was ever a time to protest, this is it. What could she have done to deserve all of this? And all of this was done by people who look just like her. This is why the scripture says our battle is spiritual. It's the world telling you that it's racism, it's unemployment. If racism is the issue, why are all her killers black? Why was it people who look just like her holding the video camera while other people who look like her stomp on her head, pull her hair, put her in the back of the trunk? We gotta start recognizing when we being misled. And a lot of the people who tell us that racism and unemployment is our only problem, most of the time those same people are living happily amongst white people in so-called white neighborhoods. The people who constantly telling us about unemployment and being broke, those people have found a way to become successful. It's only us that they're feeding that excuse to. Oh, you can't get ahead because you're black. You can't get ahead because of the environment you grew up in. Okay, you wasn't born into a good family neither. How did you do it? Okay, you're black too. How do you get along with white people? See, they're telling you that you have to settle for all of the foolishness that they done got away from. And we've been hearing that for so long that we accepting it. That's why we happy to say that we from the hood. That's why even when we do get money, the first thing we want to do is go back to the hood. Because we've been tricked into believing that the hood is good, when in actuality, the hood is where you're gonna lose your life at.